So shall we just go back to the bakery, see if she's still there?
Yeah.
Yeah, and we can ask around after that.
We head to the bakery.
She is still there. A few people have left, but she's still there, speaking to a few other people and drinking some tea and eating some red velvet orange cake.
Tobias does his direct thing and goes, "Hello, Mayor."
Hi, how can I help you?
Hi, we're from the Firebreathing Kittens, and we got a note that there was some, problems that needed addressing out here, and we also heard about a sea monster.
At the mention of the sea monster, everybody kind of quiets down and stares at you and then slowly gets up to leave. And they are just walking away. But the mayor is still sitting there and she kind of smiles at you and she says, "I don't know what you're talking about. We don't have sea monsters here. Perhaps you'd seen a sign for our debutante ball / afternoon tea theme. That is sea whales in the stars."
I hold out the note and say, "Do you know where this came from?" Or it's the note that was pinned on the quest board earlier.
No. I don't know why they'd be talking about necromantic energy here. We don't have any necromancers. We're just a polite little tourist town trying to grow our economy.
Can Olive do an insight check?
Yes, you can.
18. I feel like she's lying.
She is giving off sus vibes. And it's definitely not in the normal slimy politician way.
I guess I'll sit down at one of the recently vacated chairs and rotate a cup of tea abandoned by a lady in my hands and then drink out of it as if that wasn't super horrible for all the germaphobes listening. Olive eats everything.
Olive has a superhuman immune system. Yeah,
I'm literally immune to poison and disease.
Good, you need to be drinking tea like that.
Yeah. And then I keep my eyes on her and I see if she cringes.
Can I do detect magic and see if there's anything about her or anything around us that
Yes.
is hinky?
It detects the school of magic, yes? Verbal and somatic. So do you say something when you cast that?
Yes. Yeah, he, I don't think he's a very stealthy guy, so he casts the spell and you can probably see and hear him doing it.
The mayor kind of whips around to you and smiles in a very creepy fake way. And the vibe you are getting is hella necromancy from her.
Oh, gross.
Olive covers by saying, It's food. Were you going to throw out this good tea?
Could say what?
Don't waste food.
I mean, I guess, yes, crocodile constitutions. Never mind. Not gross at all.
Wonderful. Can I help you folks with anything?
I go and sit down next to her, taking out the sunflower that I got from the flower shop and give it to her. I'm so sorry about the way my companions have been acting. They don't get out much, you see. Now, I know you were saying you don't really know what we're talking about when we say there's a sea monster, but there's been a couple pretty serious reports coming out of this town about some pretty dangerous things coming on. We're just the advanced squad. I heard they might be sending some royal guards over. I'm attempting to intimidate her into, sort of trying to get some information out of her.
Okay.
Can I give you the help action by, let's see. I mean, is it intimidating or gross to drink people's tea at the table?
I think it's a little intimidating.
Okay.
I'd be intimidated.
I mean, if you're doing it like straight face, like, oh, nothing is wrong here, it would be intimidating.
Okay, I'll do that. So that's my help action.
Okay.
Help action. What is a help action? Lets
get
you roll an
advantage.
additional d4 advantage. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I did not need to roll twice. I rolled a natural 20 first time. My dice are liking me today.
They are. She looks at you and she smiles again and she says, "There are no sea monsters. Perhaps you would like to have some tea with me this afternoon."
Where would you care to have some tea?
Well, at my house, of course.
Oh, your lair, you say? Or did you say house? I didn't quite get that.
Snarky. She definitely caught that and just kind of looks at you and says, "Oh, bless your heart. I definitely don't have a lair. My house is the pink one just up there." And she points.
Percy is visibly cringing at the thought of a pink house. Pink is not Percy's color.
It's like pastel pink as well.
Yeah, Percy and pink don't mix. Not since the accident. Well, I'm out of ideas of how to get information out of her.
What time?
Oh, just 3, I suppose, would work. We're not really busy around here. All my efforts to get tourists in have not gone well.
Yeah, because we walked up to you and started talking to you about a bunch of necromantic energy and stuff like that. All right, 3 p.m. We will see you at your house.
Yeah, what time is it
Wonderful.
now?
It is about 1 in the afternoon.
Okay.
With that, she stands up and kind of, I don't want to say flounces off, but like Southern lady flounces off.
Shall we go, sort of scope out her house before 3?
So I think this is the most, like, heebie-jeebie feel Tobias has ever felt. So he uses message to talk quietly to you both. And he's like, "I am so creeped out right now. She was necromantic."
I know that was like really scary. Like
And
that was
and
not
who
fun.
is R.O.?
You didn't ask her.
I was too scared to ask.
You know what? Yeah, let's go scope out that house. Won't it be weird if she sees us outside the window looking in at her in her house?
If we want, I can summon a beast to do the scouting out for us.
Yes. When people see deer in their yard, they're like, "Look how cute, a baby deer." They're not like, "I'm being spied upon."
Yeah, so then, is there any alleyways nearby that we can slip into?
Oh, yeah, there's totally like an alleyway that has some dumpsters and stuff where they put the trash from the bakery.
Trash.
I want an Olive shirt now that just says, trash, with Olive on it.
I just want to make sure that I cast the right summon spell so I get a beast that I can talk to. So please bear with me for a second. Okay, then when we go into the alleyway, I will cast Conjure Animals. I will summon 2 hawks then.
Yes. Okay, so if you summon these hawks, they show up. What do you do?
I get them to command to go and take a quick look at the can we see the house from where we are?
If you step out of the alleyway, yes. Like if you step, so you're like next to the bakery, if you just like stepped out on the sidewalk and looked like you were chatting, yes, you could.
So then I step out on the alleyway and just sort of point them to the house and just hey, can you just go quickly check that out? See if there's anything weird going on.
They take off. The hawks fly around. You see them circle the house a couple of times. And it's only within 30 feet. Never mind. And then they come back and they sit in front of you and you can talk to them, right?
Yes, I think I can. Yes.
One of them kind of lands and says, "Reporting for duty, sir. I have the report.
What have you found?"
This is a rather large house, and she seems very well off for a mayor. She has the tea room being set now. It is bright yellow and pastel. There was also a mouse in her yard. I did not catch it. I rather would like to catch it, but I knew I had to report. Did you need to know anything else?
I love it.
I relay the information to Olive and Tobias. I'm like, anything else you think we might need them to find out?
No, but pink and yellow, I just recently discovered what those colors were, and why would anyone paint a room in those colors? It just seems like a really odd choice.
I think that may be all the proof we need that she is definitely evil, and we have full permission to burn down her house.